Hello, 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 everyone. Bet you didn't think you'd see me back so soon, huh? Welcome to Little Meatballs Nursery. If you're new here, if you're old here, if you're, whatever day you're in, if you just came across this channel, this is a reborn baby doll channel. I talk about all kinds of dolls, reborns, artist dolls, dolls from the past, doll from the present, doll from the future. I have all kinds of dolls. I've always had all kinds of dolls. And so we talk about dolls here. We also talk about balls. And what I mean by that is balls, okay? We got baby balls, we got big balls, little balls, all kinds of balls. Just a disclaimer, I do curse here on my channel. I love to be free with my words and my expressions. And if you're not into that, I understand. And, then that's your choice not to stay. But I hope you'll stick around at least to watch and see if you like me. You never know. Hey, you never know. Just because somebody curses, people, listen, people have all kinds of ideas about everything. This person does that. But you know what? With everything going on in this world today, if you're worried about somebody saying the F bomb, okay, dropping the bomb, whatever they say these days, dropping an F bomb, dropping this, you can't say dropping a bomb these days. You really can't. That's serious. Unless, Jason drops bombs all day long. You guys know what I mean. Get the picture. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that. Like, are you gonna for saying that word? Like, things today are so very sensitive. Things are very sensitive. People have gotten extremely sensitive. It's not like it once was. There are words now that if you used back then, oh boy, and then flip the script. Same thing in today's day. Like, there were words that we used to use back then that you can't dare use now. So because a lot of them mean something different. Like, the kids came home and they said something to me the other day. I forgot what the fuck it was, but I'm like, oh, I don't even want to say. Just stupidity. It really is. It doesn't, the words that they twist and they take from back in the day, and the word and how they use it now in today's language for teens. I'm like, what the? Nah. It's just, I don't know. Like, bruh. What the hell, bruh? It's not even bro. Like, we used to say bro, but now they changed it to with like a UH. So now it's bruh. Sounds like my bruh. You gonna wear a bra today? Anyway, guys, so I'm in a great mood today. Jason picked up my medication this morning. So, it makes me in a better mood. I feel better. It definitely boosts my mentality. Let's just be straight and honest here. Some people need medication in order to feel right, in the head. I don't mean to put it so bluntly, but I mean, people, like talk around, this very, I'm just blunt with my words, guys. I say what I mean, say what I feel, and that's that, and that's the truth. There are plenty of people that take medication to help them with their, mental disorders and, your anxiety and your depression. And now, I've never been diagnosed with depression. They've put me on medication before that is like geared towards depression, but it never worked because that wasn't my issue. I feel like a lot of people get depression. A lot of people. I just wasn't one of those people, and I'm just not. I think I just have too much of I don't want to say a happy spirit, because being depressed has nothing to do with your spirit. It has to do with, your mental health. And so I'm not going to but I just was never diagnosed with that. And I don't ever feel that way, So it's kind of hard for me to understand a lot of that side of it. I'm more of like, if you ever watch the movie, is it Inside Out? The kids like it, and they're watching the second one where they have like the feelings like fear, anxiety, sadness, joy, all those characters. I'm definitely the anxiety one for sure. So, that crazy looking orange thing. So, that's more of of where I'm at. Like, I can't relax. I can't stop thinking about things. I can't stop thinking about things from the past. I relive them all the time, and it gets to a point where it's too much and overwhelming, and so that's what I need that for, my medication. But it's funny because the medication I'm talking about is gabapentin, okay? And it's funny because I started that when I hurt my back, okay? I hurt my back. Hey, Sherry baby. Hey, girl. Anyway, so I started that medication when I got a back injury, and I went to the doctor, and they sent me to a back specialist, or I forgot what they call them. I forgot what it's called, but it's a specialist. So when I went to him, he said that he was going to start me on gabapentin or Lyrica, and Jason takes Lyrica, and Jason was saying that that really it didn't help him. So that's why I was like, well, maybe I should try, the gabapentin instead. So I started the gabapentin, and I want to say this, within a couple of days, not even like the first day, I definitely felt a mental change, okay? I had a mental boost, okay? Where I was able to, like, I wanted to get up and do things. I wanted to, do things that before taking it, I was like sluggish. I didn't want to do it, leave it for another day, fuck it. It was a very noticeable change in my my mood. I was happier. I was less anxious. I felt like I could do things with the kids more. I felt like, because when you're not feeling, hey, Christina, of course, all you girls are the same. You message me once I get on the video. Watch, next is going to be Alicia, then Suzanne, and Amanda. And Janice, I know Janice is at work at her new job, so good luck, honey. I know that you're going to love this job a lot more than the other one. And yeah, we'll catch up. Anyway, so where was I at? Oh, the gabapentin. So, anyway, I just noticed a huge mental change, okay? So, I stayed on it, and it also was helping with my nerve, pain and the numbness of my fingers and all that stuff. Christina, whatever you're saying, no. I'm going to do it anyway, so talk to the hand, because the face don't understand. Anyway, we used to do that shit in school. But anyway, so definitely noticed a change. Jason noticed a change. My kids even noticed a change. And so I stayed on that for a couple months. And then when I was talking to my psychiatrist, when I found this new one that I've been seeing for about a year and a half now, when I first started seeing her, and we were trying to figure out what medications might work, because I've been on so many since I've been on medication since I was maybe 12, I think. And maybe I've had periods here and there where I wasn't on something for a year or two, but for most of my life, I've tried medication after medication after medication. And so a lot of those things didn't work for me. They just didn't work for me. I would stay on them for a month, and some of them would have bad side effects that I couldn't, stand. Some of them were, now back in the day, a lot of those medications now actually are coming back saying, that those are, oh my God, if you've ever taken this, file for a lawsuit of this and all this kind of stuff, because the medication was, not, I guess it wasn't good. It wasn't good for you, and there are side effects to every medication. You're not going to get a medication that's like, pure and easy and simple, except maybe, I don't know, not even Tylenol. I mean, it's really hard, okay? But a lot of people definitely need medication to survive. Okay. For all kinds of reasons. Okay. I'm just talking about mental health right now, but for all, Jason takes a whole freaking, Jason takes like, I can't even tell you how many medications he takes every morning and night. Okay. He has seizure disorder. He has MS. He has back issues. He has lesions on his brain. He has all the stuff. He has the fusions. He had spinal fusions in his back. He has to be on lifelong vitamins because of the gastric bypass surgery. He has stomach issues, so he's on protonics, and he has a lot of fucking things. Okay, so he has to, and I wasn't used to taking all those things because, I hadn't. Maybe I would be on one or two things, but now then they added the Lasix. I had to take the potassium. I had to take the other. And I'm like, I can't, I don't remember. Like, and even I would write it and I'm like, I can't, because I get confused and I can't fucking think. So I'm like, did I take this? Did I take that? Then I started keeping a log. And then I was like, I got to get one of those medication dispenser things where you put in for the day and that's what you take. And anyway, so I noticed a big difference. Okay. So if anybody is like me, where you've tried so many medications and nothing is helping you, nothing is working, I really recommend you try this because I didn't think, right? Because like other medications, let's take Ozempic, for example, right? Ozempic is meant for diabetes, right? But then they discovered that it helps with weight loss. So now it is a weight loss drug as well. But it wasn't originated from that. It was originated to control diabetes. Same with gabapentin. Gabapentin is meant for nerve damage and, stuff like that. But it is written, what do they call it? Off-label or something? An off-label prescription where it's not necessarily for mental health, but they write it for mental health because it does help some people. So I don't think doctors off the bat offer, you know what I'm saying? Like would offer gabapentin as a mental health, like if you go see a mental health person, I think you would have to mention it. It's not one of those things that they're going to recommend as more as they do like Abilify or Prozac or, Paxil or any of those freaking things. So, and I don't say freaking things, but those they do help people, but it didn't help me. That's what I mean. So, so it was working. So when I spoke with my psychiatrist and I mentioned that, I was like, I've never come across a medication like this that has helped me tremendously. And she agreed. She says it does help, some people a lot. So she was willing to keep going with that and see where we go. And here we are a year and a half later. And seriously, I will tell you, this is the longest I have ever stayed on a medication. Okay. And been okay. Like that, I'm still willing to take it because it's working. So that's how I know it works because all the other ones, there were weird side effects or it just wasn't working for my brain. And so, I'm just very happy that I finally now, in my late 40s, finally found something that works for me. So, just wanted to put that out there, give a shout out to gabapentin. Thanks for making my life better. It's like, forget it. Never mind. I was going to start talking about something else, but we have way too much to do today to start with stories. Okay. I did more than enough story time yesterday, guys. I hope that whoever watched that video enjoyed it thoroughly. I actually got a chance to watch it back late last night once the kids went to sleep. I put my headphones on. I'm like, all right, let me just listen to my video first. Then I watched Christina over at Cuddles by Christina. And then and don't forget to go check out Christina's wishlist because her birthday's coming up March 6th. Guys, she is a beautiful person inside and out and she deserves the best. And she deserves the world. And I told her that. And I wish I could give it to her. But please, guys, if you know Christina and you want to just send her a little something for her birthday, even a card or, best wishes, what have you. Her birthday is March 6th. So please, if you want to check out her wish list, please go do so. And maybe you can find a little something that you'd like to give and send her. I know anything would make her smile. That girl loves anything. I will tell you off the bat, she loves 80s. She loves 80s toys and anything like that. Strawberry shortcake, Rainbow Bright, Gem, Care Bears, just anything from the 80s retro. She loves that kind of shit. So go check out her wish list and send her something, guys. Send her something, even if it's stickers or it just any little thing. She loves any kind of baby doll things, any outfits or hair, but she loves it all, guys. She loves it all. So go check out her wish list. I love you, Christina. So anyway, so we have, so I told so many stories yesterday. And where was I going? Oh, because I was talking about someone. Was it you, Christina? See, I forget. See, I'm confused. Anyway, we have a lot to do today is the point. I told a lot of stories yesterday. That's where I was going with this. And I hope that everybody that watched it enjoyed it. It was, that's right. Duh, Sandra. I got to watch my own video yesterday. Then I watched Christina, and then I watched Alicia over at Padme Padawan Little Reborns. And she didn't actually, Alicia, I meant to tell you, you actually did like a 20-minute video, girl. I'm so proud of you. Usually your videos are a little under maybe 10 minutes, but you got a full 20 minutes and you kept talking. You were talking, you were showing your baby, changing the baby, and I love that baby. Let me tell you something. When I seen you change him today, and I don't think that outfit's too small. I mean, it's a tighter fit, but I think it looks adorable on him, okay? When I seen that baby, Sammy, okay, it's the Landon Asleep kit from Bountiful Baby. Painted by Anna at Ling Reborn Nursery. I almost started tearing up because I do miss that sculpt. I miss him. I think he's adorable. He's so big and he was so heavy. And he'll always have a special place in my heart because after all, I named my nursery basically after him, Little Meatball. He was my little meatball, he just, whenever I would hold him and he just felt like a big meatball. I don't know why I didn't call it Big Meatball's Nursery, but Christina actually helped me come up with the name because, I wanted a refresh on my channel at the time. And so I just was thinking of names and I said, I call him Meatball and I love meatballs. I'm Italian, we make meatballs. When you make meatballs and you only have a couple balls left, Christina, you got to find a small container. We don't want to put it in a giant container. We just want to contain it, You could even wrap the balls up in saran wrap. You got some foil, saran wrap. You put the couple balls in there and you tie it up. Guys, I've been having the weirdest fucking dreams lately. Oh, let me tell you. The weirdest dreams. I can't even, I'll tell you this one, okay? And it was so vivid. That's what's crazy about my dreams. Let me put this down. I need to use both hands to talk now. What's crazy was like my dream, it's so like vivid. So this one dream, okay, this was the night before last, but last night I also had a vivid dream, but I can't really tell you that one. It did involve some ice cream. Okay, I can't tell you that one, but I will tell you the one I had the night before. It was so vivid. Okay, so, and usually, and I wonder if that means something. Usually when I have dreams, okay, there's always at least one, if not two, very vivid, alive, upfront and personal characters, I'll say, that have this almost glow around them. And that's like whenever, like, I noticed that whenever the character notices me in my own dream, like Like I know either they're talking to me or they turn to look at me or they're there with me. They have this glow around them. But if I'm in the dream and I'm just watching kind of like a movie or something and I'm like on the outside looking in, then nobody's glowing, okay? But so, and the glowing characters, I don't know why, but they're usually like at least 5 times the size of a human, like tall, big, whatever, okay? So this time, okay, it was a Chinese guy. And I know, stop, Christina, all right? It was a Chinese guy. I'm going to start cracking up. It, listen, it was a Chinese guy. And he was really tall, standing right in front of me. And he had this yellow glow around his entire shape. And he looked down at me and he looked down at me. He looked down at me and he was like, he said just one sentence, and I hope I could remember the exact sentence, but it was loud and clear in the dream. Something about, this is not the kind of love you want. And I don't know if it was in that exact form, but those were like the words. Loud and clear. So loud and clear that like as I was waking up out of the dream, I wanted to hold on to what he said because I felt like it was so important to remember. And I as I was waking up, like because Jason was in the kitchen getting Tylenol or whatever the hell he was getting. So of course he's making noise with the bottles and shit, so I'm slowly waking up out of the dream. But I want, like, I felt like I needed to hold on to that phrase for some reason. I had to bring it with me out of the dream, okay? So I kept trying to remember it, and I kept repeating it. Like, I felt myself, like, I kept repeating what he said, and repeating what he said, and repeating what he said, to the point where when I woke up, I remembered what he said. And I told Jason, and he's, like, laughing at me, like, a big Chinese man telling you something, like what the fuck, Now, I don't know why he was Chinese. I mean, maybe he was Chinese because I've been dying for some Chinese food. Maybe that's why. And I'm never going to get my Chinese food, it looks like, until Alicia visits with Tony. Then they're going to make me some Chinese food. But until then, I will just drool over memories of egg drop soup and boneless ribs. I actually loved egg drop soup tremendously. Jason loves the wonton soup. I love egg drop soup. And I always loved, me and my mother loved the mushu pork. Like it came with the pancakes, those rice, like thin pancakes. And so you put the mushu pork in the pancake, and it's full of like little vegetables and the pork, roasted pork, and then it comes with like that hoisin sauce, that plum hoisin sauce. Oh my god. And you put that on there and you roll up the pancake. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. And of course, we always used to get the poo-poo platter. You got to get the poo-poo platter, guys. But, and oh God, I love spring rolls. Jason loves the egg rolls. I love the spring rolls. But anyway, I'm making myself hungry. Anyway. And of course, pork fried rice. Stop it, Sandra. We're not talking about the Chinese food no more. So, 2 more days till, wait, what's today? Tomorrow I have my psychiatrist. Okay. So 2 more days, Wednesday, Thursday. So 2 more days, I get paid. I'm so excited. I'm fucking excited, all right? I get excited around payday. And you know what? It's so true. You feel rich for like, I don't know, maybe 60 seconds if you're lucky. And then you pay out your bills. You get your household items, toiletries, stuff for the kids, some food. And you're fucking done, It's like, shit, and then you have a little bit of money left to do what you got to do, with your dolls, whatever you're doing. Jason's birthday is the last day of the month, so, of March. So I usually get Jason's gift April 1st, so he gets it a little late. But this way I'm able to get him something nicer because, this month is just full of a lot of other things that I got to do, that I want to do, and also that we're going to do in a minute. But and then I have limited doll stuff, which I do have an idea of what I want to do. But so I get him his present end of March. He's fine with that. And then I also have to start getting Danny's birthday stuff this month and Easter stuff because I can't load it all up till April 1st. So I got to kind of spread it out a little bit. So I do have a few things already. Danny loves Sonic the Hedgehog. So that's what he's going with for birthday theme this year. Because they just came out with all brand new Sonic the Hedgehog combo or combined, whatever you want to say it, joined forces. They collabed with DC Marvel. So they made plushies of Sonic the Hedgehog as Superman. No, he's not Superman. They put, who's the redhead from Sonic the Hedgehog? Knuckles? Is it Knuckles? Knuckles is Superman because he's red. They did, I can't remember all the name of the Sonic figures. They did, they just one as Superman, one as the Flash. Sonic is the Flash because he's very fast. Okay, he runs, gotta go fast. So they did Sonic Flash. Okay, so he's dressed as the Flash. They did Knuckles, the red guy, as Superman. So he's dressed in a Superman outfit. You get the idea. Okay, so they collabed with Marvel. So Danny, they did figures, plushies, and all kinds of stuff. Now Danny loves the plushies and he loves pop figures. I don't buy him the pop figures. I rarely will buy any of the kids' pop figures. And I'll tell you why. Because I feel like pop figures are not really, they don't have a play factor to them. Pop figures are more to collect. You keep on the shelf. You keep them in the box. You take them out of the box. You display them. You look at them. They're nice, I know Kevin has a nice display of pop figures. So even though I've only seen a small portion so far, but I think we're getting there because Christina's showed me a small portion of the doll collection last weekend. So that was good. That was good. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the space for them to start collecting those things. I mean, maybe if Danny gets rid of his Behringer dolls, that would be maybe an incentive, right? They always ask for pop figures. I feel like, I got Ethan a Stitch one for Christmas. Couldn't even tell you where it is. I think he wanted to like give it away on a giveaway or something, which, well, that's a whole other story because I did delete Ethan's YouTube account because of issues. So that is, why I told him once he earns it, then he can have it back. Then he can rebuild. He could start and that's a whole other subject. But that was a consequence of something. And so, I mean business. Like I said in yesterday's video, which I'm not going to get into again, but parents have less and less control of things. And so you need to control something. You need to be able to give a consequence to your kids that's going to, teach a lesson, plain and simple, and it's not to be mean. It's not to be rude. It's not to be, haha, I could do this and you can't stop me. None of that shit. It's being a parent and you have to have some kind of boundaries, right? That's what Christina was saying. And I was trying to find the word, Christina, and it's funny you brought it up, but thank you. Boundaries. That's right. And so you have to have some kind of control, of what they're doing. You can't just let them, run around like you're on a freaking farm and, let them run around barefoot and dirty shorts and, whatever. And if you do that, that's your business. Like, I'm not like, knocking anybody like in that sense, but I'm just saying like, not my kids, not my kids. So, anyway, that was the consequence. But anyway, he will rebuild once he is, like I said, once he earns that back. But anyway, back to pop figures. So they ask for pop figures, but they don't, they look at them. Oh yeah, I like them. Danny got all those digital circus figures for Christmas and the Hello Kitty. Remember, I went crazy with Hello Kitty figures trying to get the collection to set. He doesn't touch them. I don't even think he looks at them. They're sitting in his room, taking up space. Like, I guess because I'm not that type of collector. Like, I can't do that. I'm hands on. If I'm not using something, holding something, changing something, doing something, then I don't want it because, I'm not just it's gonna take up space that I don't have. So, but kids are different. They hold on to things for different reasons, but I just don't want to, there's no play factor to those. So one or two is fine, but I'm not going to start getting him a whole collection of those now when he doesn't even do nothing with Hello Kitty or the digital circus ones. That was my point. So the DC Marvel Sonic, they have the 2.5-inch figures in a set. They have the 5-inch big figures that are sold separately. Then they have the plush, which Amazon has 2 in a pack for $20 something. And of course, you got to get all the figures. So that's like $50 right there for 4 plushes. And then I had already pre-ordered him the Amazing Digital Circus authentic plush straight from Glitch, because now Amazon is carrying Glitch production products. And so I had pre-ordered them back in, oh God, I think it was December or even earlier, for April. So they're to be released April 1st. So I am hoping, so that's another thing that they're going to take money out of my account for April 1st. So I ordered him 4 of those. They are $30 a piece, but they are big. They are big plush and they come in a nice gift box. And they're authentic, so I don't mind. But I got him 4 of them. And then I wound up ordering one for Ethan for his birthday that he really wanted, so I'll just put that away for his birthday. I figured I would pre-order it because now if you go to look at them, you can't buy them on even on Amazon. They say temporarily out of stock. Don't know if they're ever coming back. So I'm glad that I had pre-ordered the ones that were more important to them, because originally I ordered Danny 10, and then I said, "Fuck that! I can't do that. That's a lot of money added up. Over $200 in plush. No." I told Danny when I ordered them, I said, look, if I'm getting you all these, that's it you're getting. I am not getting you another thing. Okay. If you want all these, that's it. And he was like, and he just picked the 3, I think it is. And I got Ethan 1. So, that's still like $120 for 4 plushes, which is what parents do, right? What we fucking do for our kids, I mean, like, you want to give them, I mean, you want to give them, you want them to be happy. You want them to have the things and, I don't know. That's just how I am. I can't help it. Like, and I don't think it's a flaw. I think it's just a mother, loving her children, wanting them to have these things because they make them happy and they want them. Now, is there a boundary? Yes, because I will tell you, I went to look at my Amazon cart, right? And it's like over $1,000. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look at it and I knew it was one of the kids because Jason wouldn't dare put that in my cart, right? So it's like this computer microphone thingy. I don't even know exactly what it was totally. For like $550. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, who put this in my cart? Who put this in my cart? And I found out it was Ethan. He's like, yeah, it's to draw and animate and do this and that. And I said, that's great and all. Okay. And I mean, people close to me understand, I think, this more than everybody else will, but, you got to earn it. Right. And I told him off the bat, like, I didn't even spend that much on Jack's gift for Christmas. Like, I spent half of that. Remember, guys, for his, gaming laptop. And I was like, I'm not spending it. So I even bought that, refurbished. Jack's computer was bought refurbished because to buy a gaming laptop new was like a lot of money. $600, $700, $800, even more, some of them. And there's no way. Now, what I told Ethan is that is definitely an item that you get a part-time job. You know, you're going to school when you're able to work. Okay, he has one more year, 16, he can work, so he's turning 15 in August. One more year, you could get a job, and then you start saving your money. And then once you get maybe half of it, I will put in the other half. Okay? So, but you also have to earn that. Like, that's not just something that we're not talking about a pack of bubble gum or a plushie or a figure or, even a game for your Switch. We're talking about a huge item here. I don't even pay that much for my dolls. Remember, my limit's 500. I don't even pay that much for a reborn. I would never. It just, I can't. I think that number to me, something about it, like 500. Like, I could not think of, unless the doll was like immaculate, perfect, came in a huge, expensive box opening, and all the bells and whistles, and just the doll was perfect and had no flaws. It looked like a perfect baby for me. Just a paintedly perfect baby with rooted human hair and just like crazy shit like that, then maybe I would think about going, higher. But if it's just like a regular reborn with the regular box opening, which nowadays is like, I don't know, two onesies with the snaps undone, and a pair of socks that have been visibly worn, and a pacifier from China. So, from the replica dolls. I mean, that's the basic. Unless you get a doll from Anna. If you get a doll from Anna, then you get an actually nice box opening with brand new items, okay? She gives at least 2 complete outfits with mittens, socks, headbands, hats, whatever. It's a lovey for the baby wrapped in a blanket. I mean, she does the whole thing, okay? But where all these other box openings I see, I'm like, I just shake my head because I'm like, I wish I can and I wish I could do the box openings for these dolls. I really do, because it's something I enjoy doing. And guys, it's part of the doll. Okay, I know a lot of people say, no, I'm buying the doll. No, it's part of that experience. When you're waiting for a baby, you're waiting for the doll, you can't wait, and you're like Christmas morning, right? You got your little stocking goodies first. You're opening up little shoes, little headbands. You're like, until you get to the main event. That's just what it's supposed to be like. And and a lot of these box openings that I watch, I'm like, damn it, darling. Damn it, Christina. Damn it. But it just, it breaks my heart, a lot of them. It's like, oh man, and then, oh my God. And then Amanda's box opening really just broke my freaking heart. Like, when I watched it, and Jason watched it with me, and I was like, no. And I could feel her pain, because like I said, whether you pay, $50 for a doll, $100, $200, $500, whatever it may be, you're spending your money on something that you really were excited about. And then it's such a letdown. It's just terrible. And my heart broke for her. But, I hope she gets that, taken care of. So let's get to the main events for today. We talked for a good 40 minutes, and I wasn't even going to do that. I said to myself, no, Sandra, we're just going to get straight to the point. So I don't know how it's going to work, but in front of me, I have a large flat rate box, which I'm going to wrap some of the stuff in tissue paper to go send off to Christina on Friday. So we're going to just wrap that stuff up together and then make a cute little box, opening for her. And then we are going to and I'll probably put it in the title. I closed the giveaway early. So if you watched my video from Friday, I think it was, or Saturday. I did a hidden secret giveaway in that video, and I had mentioned I was going to leave it open till Wednesday morning or at noon, something like that, but I actually closed it today at noon. So, is it noon? I mean noon where, noon East Coast. Okay, we'll put it that way. So, I'm 3 hours behind you guys. So, it was closed, okay? And so, because tomorrow I have my psychiatrist, so I wasn't sure if I was going to get on here before or after, because usually I have her like around 11, but this time it's late 3 in the afternoon, so I wasn't sure if I would get on here. I wouldn't be able to get on afterwards because the kids are home, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna, because usually I'm nervous the day I see her and I'm trying to get ready and all that. So like, you know what, I'm just gonna close it early. And so we are going to pick a winner today, now on this video, guys. Woohoo! So exciting, right? So I was so excited. Okay. Now I'm gonna, so this, remember, was for the white dress pom-pom set with the shoes from the replica doll Maggie. And then this, eating the, all right. And then this mohair bear. Okay. So that's what we're pulling a name for today. And then I will send it off. I have a little Amazon Prime envelope here, and I'm gonna put it, suck all the air out of the Ziploc, and then I'll probably wrap it, in tissue paper, the outfit separate and the bear, and then Ziploc it, and then put it in there. But so that's what we're drawing a name for. What I decided to do, I decided to twist it a little bit, twist the giveaway with a couple surprises. Okay, so the first surprise is, let me take a sip of my coffee. That's my first surprise. Okay, so my first surprise is anybody that had entered the Valentine's giveaway. Okay, so Maribeth won that at Maribeth's Little Angels, and I'm so excited to send you your prize. Just a couple more days. I already have everything picked out, and I think you're going to love it. So Maribeth won the Valentine's Day giveaway. And so I took her name out, and then I still had everybody else that entered in here in the ball. Remember, I told you guys I was just going to leave the names, and then when we do the next giveaway or whatever. Okay. So what I did was I wrote my list for the new giveaway. Anybody that entered for the teddy bear and the outfit, had put, I asked for a bear emoji in your comment. So anybody that entered this current giveaway with the teddy bear emoji, their names are remained in the ball. So in other words, I only took out the names of people that didn't enter the bear giveaway, that had only entered the Valentine's giveaway, if that makes any sense. Okay, so in other words, there were people that entered this current giveaway that had also entered the Valentine's giveaway. So those names remain in here. If you didn't enter the current one with a bear emoji, I took your name out from the last one, if that makes any sense. So in other words, we'll just use whoever's name this is as an example. And then you'll get an idea. So Melanie, okay? So Melanie entered my Valentine's giveaway, okay? So her name remains in the Valentine's ball, okay? Because she also entered this current giveaway, okay? So I hope that makes sense to everybody. So whoever entered both, in other words, has 2 chances to win, because you have your name in here from the Valentine's one, and I'm now going to add your name for the teddy bear one, okay? So whoever entered both has a double chance of winning this, okay? I hope that makes sense to everybody. So these were the names from the last one. I'm leaving them in here. I'm going to go through the names with you now of the current people that entered. And then we're going to fold that, put in the ball, mix it up. We're going to throw it in here again like we did last time. And then nobody's here but me. So I'm just going to go in here, pick a winner. And that's going to be the winner of the outfit. And then after we pick the winner, I'm going to kind of go over the next twist. The next plot. No, the next twist of the plot. Is that how you say it? Or the plot twist? The next edge of your seat. No. There's going to be a little surprise after I pick this winner. Okay. There's going to be a little kind of twist of it. Okay. So let's get to folding the names. Okay. So I wrote down here what I wanted to say, but did I say it? Okay, so we're going to draw, we're going to put, here's all the names. I have everybody's name here. So we're going to go over each name and then throw it in the ball, okay, with the other names that are already there. We're going to mix it up. So we're going to draw for the outfit and the teddy bear. And then we have an added twist, okay? So I will read the rest of this after we pull the name, okay? Because there's a twist, or maybe two twists. I don't know. A twist and a twist, or a twister. I'd like a Twizzler. Okay, so here we go. All right, here's the people that entered. We are going to, I have to fold these, so we'll keep them here, pick one at a time. So we have Francis S. I know I'm sorry, guys, it's backwards. Maybe you could see it that way. Francis S. And I put a heart underneath each one, just to make it a little more cool, a little more fun. So we got a heart under each name. So Francis S., you are going into the ball pot. Then we have Dilly's Dollies. Dilly's Dollies. That's a cool name. That is a cool name. Into the ball you go. All right. Then we have Misty with a double I. Misty with a double I. That's cool. Is that really how you spell your name? I was wondering, because under your username is M-I-I-S-T-Y. I think that's really cool. Into the ball you go. Is that how you spell it? That's really cool. It's different. Very different. Sorry. Oh my God, oh my God, this upper gas is just killing me. I'm going to have to ask the doctor for something else. But anyway, okay, next we got Lolita. Lolita B. Lolita. Every time I think of that name, I think of, no offense, Lolita. It reminds me of, oh my God, when they did the Amy Fisher movie, right? Because it wasn't it the Long Island, oh, maybe it was Lolita? No, Lolita. I don't know, something about the Long Island something. Sounds familiar, rhymes. I could be wrong. I'm sorry. I'm probably making an ass out of myself right now. But I think that's what it was called, right? The long Amy Fisher, the Buttafuoco, I think it was the long to the ball you go, Lolita. I probably have it all wrong, but I'm going to crack myself up because I hope I didn't just say something that's so stupid that no, I don't think. I think that's what it was called. Somebody please tell me. Alicia. Alicia, you're going to tell me. I know you're going to tell me, all right? I'm going to look this up before I post this because I don't want to say something, Anyway, well, I already too late. I already said it. Not that she's, Long Island Lolita. I love the name. I think it's cute. I think it's an adorable name. But anyway. Sandra, shut up. All right. Tracy B. Tracy B. Is that a B? That's what it says. Tracy B. Okay. Into the ball. All right. Then we have Maribet's Little Angels. Now, see, that's why I'm doing this way too, because Maribet had actually contacted me. To be fair, I just want to say this. She actually contacted me and said that she had entered, but to remove her because she didn't feel right because she had won the last giveaway. And I said, poppycock. Poppycock, Maribet. You enter, you enter. You win, you win. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? It's like the lottery, So her name's going in here, but however, because she won the first one, she doesn't have a double name in there, in other words. Even though she entered both giveaways, her name was pulled the first time, so I didn't throw that back in. So she has one chance instead of two. Okay, so that's how we're doing that in the ball. And then we have Erica at Little Ohana. And it was nice to see you, Erica, enter the giveaway. You usually don't enter my giveaways, but thank you for entering into the ball. And then we have Chantel, which I love this name. This is another one that I see frequently now in my comments, and I thank you for being here, Chantel. I hope I'm saying that right. I love this name, actually, Chantel. I think, or is it? It's not Chanel because it's a T. It's got to be Chantel, and I actually like that name. That's what Chantel. I think I might name one of my dolls that Chantel. Very bougie, very bougie, darling. I'm gonna name one of my dolls Chantel. It's very different. I like it. I like these different names, guys, because it's not something you hear all the time, like Sandra, or like this name coming up that's next here, Christina, or Amanda. Well, aren't we all in a song, guys? What's that song? Come on, I know somebody knows it. Christina, Amanda, Sandra, Chantel. What is that song? It's not the thong song. Thong, 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 thong. Remember that song, guys? I used to love that song. I used to dance all over with that song. Not a thong, but I still danced all over to the song. What was the other, what was that song I'm thinking of with all the names? The guy says all the names. Freak-a-leak, was it? Freak-a-leak. Sandra, Christina. I think all our names were in there, wasn't it? Anyway, now I'm going to have to listen to the Freak-a-leak song. Christina's probably like, I didn't know they said any of that in that song. I love Christina. She's so innocent. She's definitely my innocent friend. Except when it comes to ice cream. She loves ice cream. And hot dogs. All right. I love you, Christina. I love you. Christina's going in the ball. She loves balls. She's going in the ball right now. There you go. In the ball you go. All right. And then we have Amanda. There's Amanda over there. I know she's sipping on her coffee today. Amanda. I love this girl. I love Amanda too. Amanda is definitely a 1 in a zillion type of person. Okay? We'll say that. And I love you. So Amanda's going into the ball. All right. Okay. Then we have Sherry baby. And I put that on there too. I did too, Sherry baby. I had to, Sherry. I had to. You know you love it, girl. You love it. She loves when I sing to her, she said. She loves when I sing to her. So that's great. Because that song, now, listen, that will never get out of my brain, Sherry baby, okay? So I'm just going to call you Sherry baby, and that's it. Does Larry call you Sherry baby? I'm sure at some point he does. Hey, Larry. Okay, let's see. Who's next? We got Alicia over at Padme Padawan Little Reborns. Do you know how long it took me to say that correctly, Alicia? I think you do. I know how long it took me. A long, long time. But at least I say it right now, okay? So, Padme Padawan Little Reborns, please go check her out. She has a wonderful channel. She has a beautiful heart. And her and her husband are going through some stuff, especially her husband, Tony. He is currently on the list for a kidney transplant. And they are welcoming donations. They need donations to get back and forth from his appointments, and some of the appointments are far away and they got to stay overnight, and just expenses that it's, you know, they're going to need. And unfortunately, the way our healthcare system works and all that stuff, there's just not enough help or money or resources, and we really need to get Tony fixed. We need Tony. We need Tony around, okay? Especially Alicia needs Tony around. And so we are going to fight for that, fight for him, and get him that transplant he needs, because we love you, Tony. We love you guys. You guys are really, listen, if you do not know who Alicia is, please go check out her channel and her videos. She has the most calming, just warming sense about her vibe, and even her voice. You could tell she's just a very, like, loving, you know, person. And I can't find the right words, Alicia. You have this, like, sense about you that's just so warming and calming, and just, you know, like a warm hug you are. And it's refreshing, you know, like everybody has different personalities, and it's just so wonderful that everybody's able to still relate to one another, right? And still just care about one another and love one another. And I love you guys. So go check out her channel, please. She's going in the ball too. Alicia, you're going in the ball. Here you go. Good luck to you. All right, we have two more. Suzanne. There's Suzanne G. My Suzanne girl. Haven't talked to you much, girl. I know. We have both. I think both of us haven't been feeling well, but we'll talk soon, okay? So Suzanne, she's going in there. Suzanne has a doll, an 18-inch. I think it's an Our Generation doll, that one. With red hair, and she named her Sandra. How cute is that? I love it. I love it. Okay. And then last but certainly not least is Melanie C. So Melanie lives in the area that I used to live in New York. So Melanie is going into the ball, and I think you guys are getting like a blizzard, aren't you? I think there's blizzard snow over in that direction now. So stay safe. Here you go, into the ball. All right, let's get, oh my gosh. We're not. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to shake all these up like this. I mean, no, it's not really going to mix them up that well. So I'm going to just go like this quick, and then I'm going to dump them in here. So there's nothing in there. And then we're going to, watch, they're going to go all over the floor. All right, let's just dump them. How am I going to do this? All right. I hope they don't go all over the floor. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we have now we could do a more, hold the top close, and there we go. So fun. I need a cup of coffee before I pull the winner, for sure. Okay, here we go. All right. Maggie, you want to pull the winner?
No, I don't want to pull the winner, okay? You could do it. You know that my fingers can't grasp that.
Well, I was just seeing if you wanted to help.
Well, I don't care. I don't want to help. Just pick the damn winner already.
All right, Maggie. Here we go. My God, there's so many names in here. All right. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone. Okay, let's see. All right. All right, we got one. All right, let's see who it is. Let's leave this up here. Let's see who it is. Chantel! Chantel, you are the winner of the dress set and the bear. So, okay. I'm going to put this down for a second. So now here's the twist, Chantel. Okay, since you were picked, okay, I'm now going to read my paper. Chantel, congratulations, Chantel. So, I drew Chantel's name. And now, since you are the winner, you are going to let me know something, okay? If you would like this prize, okay, the dress set with the mohair bear, because that's what you won, okay? So if you would like that, I will mail that to you out Friday. Or, okay, you can trade in that prize. Because we're going to pick another name, guys. Okay, so we're going to pick another name out of that bag. But Chantel, since you were picked first, you get to choose if you would like that prize, the teddy bear, the mohair bear with the outfit, or if you would like to trade that prize in for an Amazon surprise baby-related item valued at $10 to $15. So if you pick that, I would go on Amazon. Of course, I don't really know your styles or anything like that, so we would have to talk. But you can just give me an idea of colors you like. You don't, if you like, print, you don't. If there's a baby item you've been looking for that you wanted, that you need, whatever, stuff like that. You get the idea. But it will be valued between $10 and $15. So if you tell me, oh, I wanted a romper for my 0 to 3 month baby with hearts on it, I go look and find one for $10. Then, I'll throw in a $5 pacifier clip or a hair bow to match the romper. You get the idea. But if there's something that you want, I find it for $15, then that's the only item you get. If you want littler items, you're looking for socks and headband, you get the idea, okay? Just valued between 10 and 15. So you get to choose. So as soon as you email me, okay, and let me know if you want me to mail you the mohair bear with the outfit, or you would like to trade that in for Amazon surprise baby item valued at $10 to $15, you let me know. We'll go from there. Okay, but Chantel, you are the first place winner. We'll put it that way. So you get to pick which prize you'd rather have. So now we're going to draw another name. So congratulations to Chantel. So we're going to keep Chantel out of the bag because she already won. So now we're going to draw another name. And whenever I hear back from Chantel as to which prize she wants, this winner that I'm picking now, the second place winner, will get the other item, whatever. So if Chantel picks the Amazon, then this winner that I'm drawing now will get the teddy bear and outfit set. If she wants the outfit and the mohair bear, then the winner I'm picking now would get the Amazon surprise. Okay, so it's whatever she doesn't pick, that's what this person's going to get. Let's go. Here's the second part, the second twist of today's giveaway prizes. This is so much fun. I almost want to pick a third place winner. I don't know. Sandra's brain is a little cuckoo right now. No, I'm just feeling happy. This is so exciting, All right, so let's pick that second place winner. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. All right. I got it. I got the second place winner. so nervous. I know, I'm more excited. No fucking way. Maribeth. Maribeth's Little Angels. You have won yourself something, girl. You have either won the actual set or an added $10 to $15 value on the Amazon prizes. So, how cool is that, Maribeth? Congratulations, honey. That means it was meant to be, okay? So congratulations. Chantel, I need you to email me right away and let me know what prize you would like. So this way I can let Maribeth know what prize she won and then go from there. So those are the winners, first and second place. Chantel, I'm going to give you 48 hours to get to me, okay, honey? So today is Tuesday, Wednesday. If I don't hear from you Thursday at noon, I'm going to say. If I don't hear anything Thursday at noon, I'm going to redraw. Okay? So, let me hear from you. I know I'm going to hear from Maribeth because as soon as she sees it, she's going to say, what? But congratulations to the both of you. Now I am going to draw a third name. But I'm not going to say what the prize is going to be, okay? I'm going to draw a third name and then go from there. This is just, I don't know, whim. I have no clue what I'm sending. But it's not going to be a huge prize, but something, just a little something, okay? Maybe candy or, your favorite little pacifier or just something small, a headband. I don't know. All right, let's just go for it. Let's just do it, okay? I'm feeling good, feeling fine, want to do it, want to surprise somebody else. Let's see, all right? I want to pick everybody's name out of here, I do. Okay, let's see. All right, I got one. I got one here. I know everybody's like, open the fucking thing, Sandra. Sherry, Sherry baby. Oh, that was really hoarse. Sherry baby, you won. You won, Sherry baby. So you'll see it and you'll get in contact with me. I'm sure, Sherry baby. And so you won a little prize and I don't know what it's going to be yet. Okay. But just contact me. All right. So that is, and I'm going to leave everybody's name in this bag or a ball, whatever we're going to do for the next giveaway, whenever that is, because I'm just going to do it that way, and then the same way I did it. So if you entered the new giveaway, then your name remains in the ball. So you have a double shot. That's how I'm going to do my giveaways. I think that's a good idea. So if you enter the next giveaway and your name is still in that ball, then you get your name kept in the ball with an extra name. If you don't enter the new giveaway and your name is in that ball, it comes out. Okay. So Sherry baby, you're third place. Okay. So we got, Chantel in first place, then Maribeth's little angel. So Maribeth will get the prize that Chantel does not pick. And then Sherry baby will get a surprise mini prize, little prize. Okay. And all this stuff will go out on Friday, along with Christina's box over here. So congratulations to all the winners. And thank you to everyone that entered. I love all of you. And I wish that I can give everybody prizes, okay? But so we're going to, oh, shit sticks there. I lost my balls. Never. I will never lose my balls. I'm very ballsy. I got so many balls I can share with my friends. And I don't know why I'm talking like I'm from the South. Somebody's going to make me some shrimp and grits. I never had shrimp and grits. I don't even think I've ever had grits. I've just seen grits on my cousin Vinny. I've seen the grits. And I know that it takes a long time to cook grits. Unless they're instant. So anyway. Yes, so we are going to, all the names that were in here, even though my other ball dropped, we're going to I'll put that in there for now, and all the names will go back in the ball for the next giveaway. Okay, so. Okay, so now, darlings, what are we going to do? Well, I'll tell you. What are we going to do, you ask? I think Jack's going to be home soon. No, it's only an hour. We've only been on here an hour. Okay, so we're going to put this aside until we know who this is going to. But you know what? I have Christina's box here. We're going to do some wrapping and packing and taping. But I think while we have this here, we're going to take this out and wrap it in some tissue paper and then package it up in the Amazon thing, right? Why not? I mean, we're here anyway. I have my little baggie, which I keep my dryer sheets in. Gotta have dryer sheets in the boxes. And then I have my Christmas wrapping bag, which I have all my tissue paper and ribbon in still. So we're going to do a nice wrapping. I think since this was, well, we could use that ribbon. And I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to cut some ribbon ahead of time. I got pink, blue, and white, but I think we're just going to do pink and white ribbon on that. So we're just going to cut some ribbon, lace some tissue paper out, fold it up, tie it up. So I got my ribbon here. Here, there's a ribbon holder for you. Why do I keep talking like I'm in the southern? No, Sandra. You better take another sip of coffee. That's because it's been so long since I've had a hot dog. I'm losing the Italian sausage and meatballs. Oh my God, I was laughing. Jason was showing me some Instagram reel today about this Italian guy, and he was like, I'm going to teach you kids some Italian words. And if you hear your mother saying these Italian words, then you know she really loves you. And he starts talking. He starts saying, if she calls you a gavone, then that means that she loves you. If she calls you stunad, if she calls you... They were saying all these words that we know, obviously, are not loving words in Italian, okay? They are, words of, they've had it, or, just not so nice words, okay? That I heard all growing up as well. So he's teaching the kids, in other words, that's not what the mother's saying. The mother's not using endearing, loving terms if she's saying that shit to you. So it was funny because I knew, me and Jason were hysterical because we knew what the words meant. But for a kid watching it, they're not going to know if they don't know Italian, So Ethan was like, because Ethan was here, he had a doctor's appointment today. Jason just took him to. So, he didn't understand, he just thought, oh, okay, that's what, they're saying. But the guy was saying it all wrong. He was, in other words, teaching the kids that these are good words when they're really not. That's the idea of it, So that's why it was funny. It was hysterical. Anyway, only if you knew the Italian, only if you knew the words, which we did. So we were like, Anyway. So I have some of my gold spec paper. I love this paper. Love it. You could get a whole big thing, Walmart for $1.99, okay? And if you use it right, it lasts forever, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the outfit up. Do I already have a dryer sheet in here? No. So we're going to put one because I love my dryer sheets. So we're going to put... Oh, I love the Snuggle dryer sheet. It's like a lavender floral scent. It's so pretty. And I put it in all my boxes, anything that I send out. Because when you open up a package, it's part of your senses. So when you open up a package and right away it smells yummy, it smells good, you're like, wow, and that makes the experience that much better because it smells nice. Nobody wants to open a package and it smells like animals or smoke or fucking, dirty fried fucking chicken from a week before. Nobody wants to get shit like that, And hey, it all happens. We all cook, right? We all eat fried chicken. I would love some fucking fried chicken. Anybody know how to make some good fried chicken for me? Oh my God, we love it, but we used to do it. Jason does make it good, but I hate putting the shit in a deep fryer. I don't like using the deep fryer. Ethan is always asking us, can we deep fry this? Can we deep fry? I'm like, no. We have one, and I think we used it twice in the past 10 years because I don't like deep frying shit. It's not good for you. It really isn't. But If anybody knows how to do some good fried chicken, I'm not just talking about deep fry, just fry it. Just fry the fucking chicken up. Let me know. I'm sure Janice knows how to make some good fried chicken, don't you? I bet you do. Alicia, well, you're from the South, so maybe, right? Isn't chicken like a Southern fried chicken, right? Like Southern. I think. I don't know. Anybody that knows how to find, I know Janice cooks good. I know a lot of you cook good. Okay, I seen Christina's balls the other day, so it looks like she cooks real good too. I would love to taste your balls, Christina. I would love to taste your balls one day. They look really good. They look yummy. So she's gonna kill me. Anyway, you know, I'm fucking fucked up here now tasting your balls. So, well, oh, the fried chicken, back to fried. I would love, Jason loves fried chicken. We do, like I said, we make a good fried chicken, but I would love to taste somebody else's fried chicken. Okay. And Chinese food. Somebody's making me Chinese food. Somebody's got to make me fried chicken. Somebody's got to make me some balls. And I would love a seafood dish. I know a lot of you don't eat the seafood. I would love, you know what I really fucking want? Like for my last fucking meal. Like I told Jason, I want a real, I don't know if anybody lives in Maryland, okay? But I want a real lobster roll, okay? Like fresh chunks of real lobster meat on a roll with that sauce they use or whatever. I see it on these fucking channels all the time that go to different states and different restaurants and different places. And this was, he went to Maryland on the water with the crab, you know, because they're known for Maryland, like the crab cakes, right? I would love crab cakes too. Oh my God. I told Jason for my anniversary, just go to the store and get me a whole bag of like the Alaskan king crab legs and just fucking boil them. And then I'll just melt some butter. He says, I don't know how to make them. I said, look the fucking recipe up. Can't be that hard. Okay. It's just timing, really. You don't want to overcook them because then they become rubber. Okay. So I would love to have a real lobster roll, like a lobster meat fucking sandwich on a roll. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. I would love that. Oh my God. So good. Okay. I know it's got to be good. It's got to be good. That's why I was saying the fried chicken too, because I seen that yesterday on one of the shows. And it was like real, oh my God. And then the barbecue, like you watch these fairs and stuff, like food fairs, and they have like the barbecue ribs. Oh my God. Jason makes them really good too, okay? But we can't have a barbecue here. So I'm talking about like back in New York, he used to do the rack of the baby back ribs all the fucking time, brushing them with barbecue sauce. Oh my God. Why am I talking? I'm always talking about fucking food, drooling because I'm fucking hungry and I'm eating fucking cheap ass cookies and drinking my coffee powder creamer. Gotta just wait, guys. Gotta wait. Just a couple more days. You know? Hey, you know, it's called survival. Everybody does it. That's just how it is these days, you know? Never enough money to go around, never enough anything. It's like, you know, and don't get me started with the politics. I can't do it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. Anyway, so here's the dress with the bloomers. So we're going to wrap that up with, I think I'm going to put the socks in here too. So I'm just folding it, you know, into the paper there. Not the paper, fuck, Sandra. Trying to find the right bag. Anyway, I think I'm going to put the socks with that. I can put the shoes too, right? The pacifier I'm going to wrap separately. But I think I'm going to put the shoes and the socks with that. So these socks are really nice, actually. They're like stretchy too, a little like stretchiness. So I'm gonna put the socks in there and the shoes. There's the shoes. So we're gonna put the socks. You know what? I'll put one of the socks in each shoe. We'll do it that way. There were fire trucks here this morning, right in front of the building. So of course, right away I told Jason to look outside, and he's looking at Instagram reels. And I'm like, seriously? Like, just go check. He's like, oh, it's not here. I don't hear any alarms. I hear alarms now. I hear it's not this building. It's so scary living in buildings, because you just never know. You never know what somebody else is doing, And it's kind of freakish, freaked out. Oh, freak out. Dun, 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 dun. Let's freak out. Oh my God, when Danny was little, let me tell you guys this. When Danny was a baby, okay? Hold on, I'm just trying to... No, trying not to rip the paper. So, when Danny was a baby, okay? It was so hard to get him to nap when Jason wasn't home. Because Jason's the calm one. He calms him down, and rock him and everything. And, a lot of times I feel like I was too busy doing something else around the house at the time. When the kids were smaller, especially, there was a lot more to do. I feel than today's day, because now I have 2 teenagers, but when they were all kind of smaller, there was a lot more to do, a lot more you had to get done before a certain time when they get home. And I'm talking about when Danny was, a toddler, or whatever. So Jason would go out to doctor's appointments, shopping, whatever he had to do, and Danny would be playing. I had gates up, like baby gates. That I was very, I still have the magnetic locks on all the cabinets, so he couldn't get in there. And Jason's like, he told me the other day, he's like, isn't it time? He's like, when can we take these damn, magnets off the cabinets? Because, you need to, like, we keep the magnets on the fridge, so you need to get the magnet and then go to the cabinet, and then it will, magnetize and open. But we had to do that because Danny loved to go on in the cabinets. And I had put all the cleaning supplies and everything up. Jason put a shelf up high in the bathroom, a wooden shelf, kind of like the ones we have here. And I put all the cleaning stuff, all the, things that he could get into up there. But I still felt like, if he's going to start opening doors, I can't keep watching him every second because I have shit to do. So like I said, we had gates up in here. I had magnets on every door. I still do. But we had the gates in the front all the way around to the side here, so that, but then he was very smart, Danny, and he started to watch us open the latch to get through the gate. So he started doing that. And then that's when I was like, you scutch, you scutch. You gotta just, annoy me. You gotta get out, right? Not annoy me, but you know what I mean. When you're busy and you're trying to do something, you're trying to do this and that, and and nobody else, you're trying to, make it safe as possible for your child. And, Elmo would be on the TV. And by the time I came in here, there was Cheerios dumped all over the floor. That's one thing I do not miss. So good luck, Sherry. Cheerios everywhere. And just, he would, as much as I would clean, okay, he did it on purpose. I think all toddlers do. But I had organized all his toys in the buckets and the bins and everything. And then I would give him his little snack, his Cheerios, his juice, before lunchtime, and he'd be watching. And then I go make lunch for him, and I come back in here, not even 10 minutes later, he literally dumped all the toys out everywhere. So eventually I just started leaving it like that for, a while. I wouldn't keep, because I used to keep coming and picking it up, putting it back. Then he would dump it again. Same with the Cheerios. So then I got one of those bowls where you could just stick your hand in and you couldn't dump it. Like, it's for toddlers, you know? And then he didn't like that, so he would start throwing it. So he wasn't even eating the snack. And my kids loved like the rice puffs and the wagon wheels and all those, snacks, the little cheese doodles by Gerber, all those things. But so eventually, what I did was I got him like a kid's kitchen, like a play kitchen, and it was in here, and he loved that thing. And so when I would go out and he would see me in the kitchen, because he could see me from here, over the gate, and then he would go to his kitchen and start, cooking and making things. And I would ask in the morning, "Can you make mommy coffee?" And there was a little coffee maker attached to it. And, then his Cheerios, instead of dumping them on the floor, he started dumping them in the play sink, which was a lot better than dumping them all over the floor. So, that kind of helped that situation a little bit. But yeah, he always wanted to be, next to me. And he still does that, Danny. He always wants to be close. He always wants to be next to you. But I can't say I don't miss those days, because I do. I miss the toddler years. Even though it was full of chaos and, just craziness. I loved it. It was so much easier for Christmas time and birthdays, and it was like you get the cutest toys, and he loved it. There was no like, oh, I want this, I want Sonic, I want this toy has to be this one. It was more of just fun for me. Now it's just like a drag. No, it's still fun, but it's just, it's not the same. So, okay, I'm going to curl these ribbon. Okay, so this is for either Chantel or Maribet, whoever, if Chantel takes it, then it's for Chantel. And if she doesn't want it and takes the other prize, then it goes to Maribet. So I'm just going to curl these ribbon. I do miss toddler days. And I think especially with Jack. Me and Jack were like so super close. Ah, that smells nice. We're gonna put this right in here. Now Jack, like, I was with like every second, every day, every moment. I'm just gonna stick the pacifier in there. Or you know what? Maybe I'll tie it to this. Or I'll tie it to the teddy. With Jack, it was just like, your first baby. I always say this. It's your first baby, It's always going to be special and unique. There's the teddy, because it's your first baby. It's your first baby, and it's always going to be something undescribable, I feel, like, not better than the rest, just different than the rest, and he knows it. He's so cute. He's so silly. Oh, I can't say, because it's his private business, but he's cute. He's a cutie pie, Jack. I hardly see Jack anymore, guys. I hardly see him anymore. He comes home from school, goes in his room, he's on the VR, does not even come out for dinner or anything anymore. I'll see him, and once in a while he'll come out and say, "Hey, Mom, I love you," that kind of thing. When he's coming in here to get a snack or a drink, and then he'll look at me, smile. If I blow a kiss at him, he'll blow one back. But goes right back in his room, and then I'll see him in the morning before he leaves for school. I mean, the weekends are kind of a little bit different, but you know, he's looking for a job. He did a resume with Jason the other day, and you know, I still don't. Graduation's coming up, and I know nothing about it. I feel like I don't know. I don't know what to do. I've never done this before. You know, it's new to me. So I don't exactly know what I'm supposed to do. So I don't know. I'm trying to tie this, guys. Hold on. That did not work. This looks like a mummy the way I did this. It's a mummified bear. I don't know what I did here. Oh my gosh. What did I do? Um, I don't know why my heat came on. It must have been too cold in here. You know, I meant to shut it off earlier and I did not, but that's okay. So we're just going to curl this ribbon and, now, of course, I'm thinking about Jack and his graduation. I'm sure you guys already feel that. Okay, so here's the teddy and the pacifier. I know he looks like a mummy. I'm sorry. But hey, you know what? Look, it looks nice all together. Look at this. There you go. You got your prize here. You got your pacifier, your bear, and your outfit with the shoes and socks in there. And then I'm going to suck the air out of this bitch. And then, I mean, I don't know if I'll add anything to this. I may, but just wanted to put the prize together here. And then, so it's all vacuum sealed. We're going to put it in this. And then I'm going to take, wow, you guys are getting another probably 2-hour video today. Because already an hour and a half. And we got to pack Christina's stuff. And, hey, it might be boring. I might tell a story. I don't know yet. Yeah, so stick around if you want to find out. Because... okay, that was weird, but anyway, yeah, so you never know if I'm going to tell a story while I'm packing this up, if I'm going to think of anything else to say or do. Let's hope this fits the way I packed it. Come on. Yeah, so like just a lot of life moments have been happening here. You know, it's always a friggin' surprise with kids. You just don't know what's gonna happen. And so I'm trying to make sure the bear is okay because we don't want a headless bear. I think he should be alright like that. Yeah, he should be fine. Anyway, so let's just tape. No, well, I don't know if I want to tape this yet because I might throw a little something on top, maybe. I don't know. But giveaway prize is all packed up, and then maybe I'll add something else. Okay. So, yeah, so it's just like a lot of, you know, a lot of the unknown, you know, you just don't know what's gonna, is there any more ribbon? I just have one? I probably lost some ribbon along the way. We'll just have to cut more. Anyway, so I should just cut more now, maybe. Yeah, let me just cut some more. I should have just did it before, but I got a hold of it. I got a hold of it. So, you know, just going through the things, going through some ribbon. That's what we're going through. Some ribbon over here. All right, I think I'm gonna just do it like that. I probably lost all the ends, didn't I? I mean, I could do this off camera, but I think everybody likes hanging out with me. You know, you never know. You just never know. We're just gonna keep this here. So, all right. So now that I'm so hungry because I keep talking about food, I think I hear the bus pulling up. Okay, so Christina had purchased this baby clothing lot for me. And so we're just going to we're just going to kind of pack it up. I did put it in Ziplocs, but I'm feeling like I want to put it in tissue paper, darling. But the shoes I'm going to send you these shoes and a little baby clip. And also this hat. Where's the hat? And also this hat, darling, because I'm not going to use it. So that is just a couple little extra things I threw in here. And then, you know, we don't have to go through everything else. You know, this I said I was going to include this little sweatsuit. So, just a bunch of cute little things. So I'm just going to wrap them up. That's too small. We'll do the shoes in that one. That's too small. We need some big paper over here. I don't know if I have any. What the heck? These are all kind of small. I don't know. All right, let's try this one. What the heck? That's all right. You know, because I'm doing it at a different angle. That's why this is happening. All right. Usually I roll it this way. I do the tuck and roll. The tuck and roll wrapping method. Oh, it's especially effective when you don't have tape and you're using ribbon, but I think this might be a little too small. But we're going to wrap it anyway. If I don't choke myself with the ribbon first. But anyway, so, yes, so Christina's birthday, darling. Oh. Christina's birthday is March 6th. I said that already, but yeah, this is not working. This is looking like total crap, and I'm not liking it, so we're going to redo it. I don't think I'm going to be able to focus on rapping and talking. So I think, well, I'm going to try it. We'll try one more time. If it doesn't work. All right, let me try just wrapping this. All right, this is working. This is working over here. I think I was trying to wrap too many things in one is what was happening. So we'll try and do smaller batches over here. All right. And what happened to all the ribbon? See what I'm saying, guys? I'm not good at the multitasking. And I keep hearing shit outside. It's like fucking bothering me. That's the downside to living in an apartment building, guys. It's just, we were used to live. I mean, we've lived in many apartment buildings, but it's like, once you live in a house, and you realize how much privacy you have, and, the only noise is whatever you're making, shit like that. It's very different. Okay. Well, one down. A zillion to go. But I think, yeah, that's what happened is I tried to fit too many things. So we'll use this paper for the love bug outfit. It's a really cute outfit, but I wasn't going to use it, so I said, you know what? And love bug we'll put in the heart paper because obviously it matched love bug. I think this heat is like messing with me because it's getting too hot in here. So I think I might pause you and go shut the heat. Possibly. Maybe. All right, let's see. I think I picked too long of a ribbon for this. Oh my god, this is going to drive me insane. Crazy cuckoo. Crazy cuckoo over here. Alright, let's see. Look, now the ribbon's too goddamn long. Oh, who is it? Alright. Hold on. Okay, so my Jackie Poo is home. Jackie Poo just got home. So he's inside. And I'm just curling some ribbon. This could be very boring. Because now Jackie Poo's home. Although he's going to put his headphones on. He's not going to hear me. So we got this pretty paper there for Love Bug. Then, oh, that's looking cute. We're going to wrap these shoes up. I hope you have somebody that could use these shoes, Christina. I recommend, because remember what I did with Maggie with her black shoes. Not this Maggie. The Maggie that Christina has. I don't know. Did that ever go away? I think you said it went away. She had little black marks on her. Because I put shoes on her. Dark shoes. And they left a mark. I put shoes without socks. And the shoes got her feet all black. So, yeah, I would just recommend to, what the hell, what do I do with my scissors now? Oh no. I hope I'm not sitting on my scissors. Here they are. I wouldn't feel it. That's what Jason says. You know how many times I sat on the remote? He's like, where's the remote? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, are you sitting on it? No. Me? No. Oh my god. Anyway. So we'll put these like this. These look like they'll fit together nicely. And then we'll suck the air out of those motherfuckers. So I'll put that in there. And we got... God, we're going to be here a while, guys. We're going to be here a while. So I understand if you don't want to stick around. So far this... We got the 3 in the box there. We got to keep going. We got to keep going, all right? So, I moved that over. I don't know. Let me see how many sheets I have here. Because I might have to buy some more. Some of the stuff maybe just keep in the Ziploc. I don't know. 1, 2. Here's a small one. I have to get more paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we don't have very many papers, so it's whatever I could fit. That's what we're gonna do, okay? So this is lots of things together. Oh my gosh. All right, so I think we'll keep the pink. We'll keep the pink stuff together. I'll wrap that together. Let's see how this goes, all right? Okay, wrap, tuck, wrap, tuck. All right, we could do it, It's not going to be, Christina, I'm trying my best. It's not going to be the most beautiful wrapping this time because I don't have the patience. No, I'm kidding. Oh my God. All right. I mean, I'm trying to make it look pretty. I really am. I want to make it look pretty for you. Is this one? What kind of fucked up wrapping is this, Sandra? I hope you like it, Christine. I mean, you don't have to forget about it. Cup of coffee here. All right, and then it'll look pretty. It'll look pretty, Christina. You know me. I'm joking around here. All right, then we'll wrap this. So I'm not showing you all the clothes because I already showed them when I did the for sale video. So that's why I'm not really showing you anything. I'm just showing you when it's wrapped. Because then too, I want Christina to be able to, open it on her channel when she gets it and, be able to show you guys. Like, how many times do you want to see the same, outfits? So that's why I'm doing that too. So she has some surprise, for her channel as well to share with you guys. So, all right. I feel like I'm packaging some fucking hot dogs over here, some sausages. The way I'm wrapping this, oh my God. Sausages. Has anybody ever seen that movie? Not sausages. Well, yeah, Sausage Party. I've never seen it as an animated movie, but it's for adults, not kids. It's just regular. It's not like, nothing like crazy. It's just like adult animation. It's a cute story. I like it. Like. So, anyway, they made a second one. I did not see the second one, though. We're going to put a little sticker on this one that I found that says, sweet, because Christina is sweet. So, we're going to give her that. I might put those in Ziplocs, maybe. I don't freaking know what I'm doing here. All right, so we got 3 left. We got two big papers, 1 small one. So, we're going to put this into the small one. And, okay, so we got, what do we have in here? All right, those are bigger clothes. I think I got to cut more ribbon. So see, guys, when I'm concentrating on this, I can't really do any fucking stories because I'm too busy. Anyway, so all right, so I know what I could talk about because I forgot I wanted to talk about something. Um, so still haven't heard from Anna about my doll. Again, I know she is busy painting heads for the doll show coming up. Um, but I was hoping, that I would hear something by today. But we'll see. Maybe tonight I'll hear something. I don't know. But so I'm waiting for that. And then I was thinking, right, I was talking to you guys yesterday about the possibility of a authentic silicone. That kind of fell through, which is fine. I wasn't like, it wasn't 100% deal done. It was kind of like, in the talk about it, and so I'm not upset about it. I kind of thought it might not work out, so I wasn't that excited about it at first. I mean, it was the possibility of excitement, but I was trying to not be too excited. And that's okay. It didn't work out. So I was kind of thinking about what direction I wanted to go in. As far as getting a new doll or a new something, okay, whatever. So I decided I have two possibilities, that two different ways I'm going to go here. I can't afford to do Samuel yet, so um, I was thinking of something less expensive, obviously. And so I was looking um at replica dolls because I said I had wanted a redhead. I didn't find a redhead, but I did find a possible one that I might try. Okay. So I might get a replica toddler. They do have it at stock in Amazon, so it would be quick. It's like not coming from China. So that's a possibility. So I'm looking at that. And then I was thinking to look for just like like a regular silicone, like not painted. Um, but I don't know because I mean I miss Clark's size and his weight, his feeling. I feel like the silicones have more of a realistic feel to them. Like when you go to hold them against your chest, you don't have to turn their head like you would with a reborn. You don't have to turn their head to lay on you. You don't have to and they're kind of just there, where the silicone, like the movement, it has like a full body silicone, the movement of their head and the weight of their head, when you put them against your chest, they kind of just fall like a real baby would, like just, on their own. You don't have to like move their head or nothing. Same with like their arms, their legs. They're more proportioned in the weight, obviously, because they're just full body silicone. Um, the thing about it is, like, they're for that size, they're upwards of 150, even higher, depending on the face. And like it's unpainted, and um to me they don't look realistic. They lack that look that I'm looking for. So do I want to spend that much money? I mean, like, I guess if I don't look at it. Hey, um Janice, you did another video. You naughty girl, you. No, she just did a video, but I know she's working, so I don't know. But anyway, um hey girl, hey. I just had to throw that in there because every time I go see her video, she's like, hey girl, hey. She sings too, so go check out Janice at Real Life Reborns. But um anyway, so back on track. So you know, I don't know. Do I want to spend that much just to have that realistic feel? But I don't look at it. I don't like, it doesn't look real. Like I'm looking over the little Johnny. I have my two little silicones that I haven't touched in weeks. Like, guys, I don't, because they don't feel realistic. The little ones, they look cute. They're adorable. Danny loves them too. but they're more of like a stressor toy kind of thing. Like you squeeze them, and you, because they're small. They're not like baby size like. Little Johnny's a preemie, but a small preemie, but Janny hardly touches him either. Um, so I want more of a realistic silicone, that a feel of, a baby on your chest. Like I want that so bad. Like I haven't experienced an authentic silicone yet. So, stuff that you haven't experienced yet is always more exciting and surprising than stuff than you've already experienced. So, longing for that, hoping that I'll be able to at some point in my collecting. I don't know, because, they're expensive, and, it may not be in the cards for me, but I'm hoping that I can at least experience it for, um, I don't know how to put it. It's just something that's on my list. Like I really would love to feel like an authentic, like soft silicone, not like the replicas. But hey, when you're poor, when you're pouring on a budget, that's not really, realistic, So I'll keep on dreaming. Sandra, keep on dreaming. But let's just wrap up the rest of the clothes. Then I could show you how that box looks. I did want to save like tissue paper for the top, but we'll see what's going on here. Also, my Kate Quinn order shipped. Woohoo! So that shipped when I checked this morning. That shipped. So I am so excited for that, guys, because I've been waiting. They are usually slow as like turtles over there. Not turtles, snails, turtles, whatever. So I am so excited that shipped. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. So excited. So that will be, I don't know how long it's going to take, but that'll be here soon. Hopefully, it'll probably be here around the same time the doll is. I hope. And then this paper is just ripping. What's going on here? It's my nails. My nails keep getting into the paper. Sorry, Christina. You're going to have, like, little holes in this paper, and I ran out of ribbon. You're going to have... Oh, my gosh. Ziplocs everywhere. Ziplocs galore. And then when Jason asked me, did we run out of Ziplocs? No, babe. No. We didn't run out of Ziplocs. They're just not to be able to use for food. So, like, I don't know what so my Kate Quinn. Yeah, my Kate Quinn. And then, no, this isn't working. This is not working. Yeah, and then I don't know if I'm going to get the replica or... I don't know, guys. I just, it's like, do I want to spend the money on something that I'm, not sure about? This fucking paper sucks ass. Sorry. This is going in the garbage. Or do I want to, just wait? I don't know, just wait. And maybe one day I'll be able to do it. I don't freaking know. Maybe I'll hit the lottery or something. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But I think, you know what, Christina? I think these last three should have just stayed in the bag, and that's what they're going to do. Because they're too big to wrap. Because of the... Yeah, they're just too big to wrap. So we're just going to fold them and put them and suck the air out of them. So, yeah, so that's what's to come. Kate Quinn order, my Reborn from Anna. Maybe a toddler replica. And, you know, hopefully everything will go as planned. That's what I'm hoping, but it never does. It never does. And I'm just happy that you guys were here with me again today for this video, because I know I did a long one yesterday. I know a lot of people love the long ones. I know I love a long one. So, so yeah. So, that's a long video for you today. 2 hours. I'm going to suck the air out of this one. I don't know what is going on. Yeah, and I think they're back. So, I'm going to go. Who is it?
It's Zane.
Oh, he's not here, Zane.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go, I think. Now that I sucked all the air out of this one, darling. So, and then I have a sheet of paper to go on top. Or on the bottom, I don't know. What do you like, Christina? Top or bottom? Okay, I just did this most evil laugh like it's Halloween. So, let me see if I could grab this box without it falling and tipping everywhere. Come on, box. Don't rip, don't rip. All right. Kind of, a little bit. Okay, so let's just fix this box nicely. We're going to put the I'm going to put them all back in Ziplocs, Christina, only because, you know, in case of what. Hey, Christina. Hey, with your ears ringing? Your ears are ringing. It's dinner time. What are you eating? Balls? Some more balls. All right. Let's see. So I'm just putting 2 in each Ziploc, darling, and then you can open it from there. I hope the wrapping is okay, darling. It's, you know, pretty basic. And we're going to put this one in here. I feel like I'm putting, like I said, the sausage in the bag. The sausage. I'm putting the sausages away. All right. And that one in there. And I want to, again, as I'm packing this box up, I want to, again, congratulate the winners. So, first place is Chantel. Please contact me by Thursday at noon. And then tell me which prize you would like, darling, so I can let Mirabette know what prize is hers and have that addressed to whoever it's going to. And then Sherry Baby contacts me, and we shall see what I'm going to send you for your prize, darling. So we have that. I don't think all the air is coming out of that one, but I think so. I'm gonna put this one underneath so you can't really see that one, or I don't know how that's gonna go exactly, but yeah. This is going to take a minute to figure out here. This all better fit. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to smush it, Christina. Smush it real good. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, let's push it. Yeah, that's right. Push it. Push it real good. Do, 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 do. All right. All right, we got it, we got it. Just got to push it down a little bit there. And then Okay. So we got it, darling. I'm just going to have to, here's the box. I'm going to cover it with pink paper. And then I'm going to have to, tape it up, address it, all that good stuff. I do it. There is a little spot here in the corner that I'm trying to think of what I could send to you. Just to put a little extra. Yeah, but I wouldn't have been able to fit any birthday gifts in here. So I'm glad that I'm just, like, I figured that out beforehand. Because if I had ordered stuff, and then, yeah, this is for the top. If I had ordered stuff, and then, it got here and I couldn't fit it, then, oh my God. So, I'm glad that I figured that out, but let me curl some ribbon and throw it on the top to make it look pretty. And then, that's it. I gotta wait to hear back from Chantel. I'm gonna address this and see if I'm gonna put anything else in here. Because, you know, you're paying, you know, you want to stuff the box. Because if you're paying for the box, you know, you want to stuff it. So I'll figure that out. I'm going to write your name as soon as we're done here. I'm going to write your name on there. And then that's it. And then where's the tape? Did I put it? I put it somewhere. It's in here. Okay, so we got the tape. Now, I know I have a marker in here. I know I put a bag with, like, will I find it? Who knows? Nobody knows. So, yeah, so that's my, you know, what I'm waiting for, what I'm doing. And if anybody has any comments for me, always leave them in the description below. And I can't find a fucking marker. Sorry, I can't. I know I had put some in here, but I guess not, guys. Guess not. So, all right. I guess we're going to leave it at that because I have to look for a marker. I got to figure out some stuff. I got to figure out some other stuff. So, we're going to leave it at that. All right, guys. Congratulations again to all the winners. I hope you enjoyed this video today. I know I did. And I will be back probably on, I don't know, see, because I did, so see, I did 2 in a row, and now I'm like, it depends. It depends what gets here, when, but I will definitely be back for Friday chat, if not tomorrow or Thursday. But I might do Friday chat on Thursday, you know, and not tomorrow, like skip tomorrow, but it all depends, you know, when the baby ships, you know, because I was expecting the baby to be here by Friday. But if it's not shipped by tomorrow, the latest, it won't be. So let's see what happens with that. Let's see when, you know, once I track my Cake Quinn order, and let's see what happens with life, you know, because the next, because it's going to start getting busy, my month, my week, like starting on Thursday, Friday. And then, you know, it's the weekend. So, Jason wants to make some balls. So I think he said that they had chopped meat on sale at the local, like, fancy grocery store over here. So, maybe we'll be doing meatballs this weekend. I don't know. But this box will be shipped Friday, Christina. The prize to either Chantel or Maribeth will be shipped as well. And also, Maribeth, your prize from Amazon will be sent out on Friday. And then, what else? There's just things going on, guys. Things going on all the time. So, Maggie's going to say goodbye. Right, Maggie, with your bunny ears?
Yeah, guys, thanks for watching Little Meatballs Nursery, and I can't really say what I want to say because Mommy will get upset. So I hope you all have a nice evening, and we'll see you soon.
Very good, Maggie. All right, guys. I'll see you next time on Little Meatballs Nursery. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.